In this video, we will show you how to using custom maps on WordPress using plugin. And in the previous video, we already show you how to create custom maps using Google Maps and using custom leaflet.js. And now we can using the plugin to easy to store the location or store the business. How to do that? First in here, we need to using store locator WordPress by Logics, and we already test it and it's very easy to configure. How to do that? First, you need to go to your WordPress dashboard and you need to click plugins and choose add plugin. In here, you need to type the name store locator WordPress and don't forget to inputting or to installing the store locator WordPress by Logics. Okay, its current have more than 10,000 active installations and you can click install now. After you click install now, then you can activate the plugin. Okay, to activate the plugin, it's very easy. You need just to click the activate button and you can also activate by the plugins menu here. And after that, how to add the maps? Okay, to add the maps, you can scroll down on the store locator on the WordPress plugin. You can see on the FA key. Okay, you can see you can copy paste this, and we need to add into our pages, and we need to configure later. Just types or creating a new page. Let's call maps for business like this, and we need to add shortcode. Actually, you can just copy paste here, and you need to add the shortcode. If it's not automatically generated, just click shortcode like this and you need to paste here, then you can click publish. Let's preview the first looks like without any configuration. Okay, this is the store locator. Okay, and how to configure this? We need to go to the store locator and choose ASL settings. Okay, here you need to input the Google APK. Okay, how to get this APK? To add the Google APK, you need just open the console.cloud.google.com. Okay, you can see this is the first appearance when you open the Google Cloud console, and you need to click create new project. If you does not have one, you can click this and click new project. For example, my maps project. Okay, and without the organization, just click create. Okay, in here, after you creating your new projects, make sure you active on your current project. Just select project. This is how it looks like if you active on this project. Okay, and to get the APK, before that we need to use the list of the library: Gear Coding API, JavaScript Maps API, Place API, Direction API. Okay, we can use it for free, of course. To enable this, we need to just go to here, click the menu, and select API and services. And after that, you can choose the library. Okay, please wait until the loading is done. Just click library here. And after that, we need to enable first JavaScript Maps API. You can see here, JavaScript Maps API. We need to enable this. Okay, just enable this, and if you direct it into the billing, you can back, you can click back or delete it, the ending of the URL. Okay, after you enable, you can see you direct it into this page to create a billing account. Actually, you can just go to google.com again by removing the end of the project URL, and then you can go to API and services and go to library, and you can see if you type the maps JavaScript API, you can see if you type the maps JavaScript API, it will already enable. And this is the trick. Okay, we successfully enable this. Okay, we remove this, and next we need to enable geocoding API because we already show you how to do that. Now we can just find geocoding API. Okay, geocoding API, and we can click this. We can enable. If we direct it into the billing, we can just remove the ending of the URLs and back into our project. Okay, now it's still loading, and you can see here. Okay, you can see we can just remove the ending of the URL and back into our project, and we can verify if the geocoding API already enabled. Okay, and we need just to show you twice here, and for the rest we don't need to verify geocoding API. You can see it's already enabled, so we don't need to add the billing account. You can see it's done. Now we need to enable place API. Just type places API, places API here. This is new, but we just need the old. Okay, we can just click enable here. After you enable the places API, we can back by removing the end of the URL if we direct it into the billing accounts. Okay, so we can remove this, delete, and hit the enter, and it's done for the places, the API, and the last is direction API. Go to menu again, choose API and services, go to library, and choose directions API. Directions API, and after you found the directions API, click this, and you can enable. And once again, if you direct it into the billings account, you can just skip it by removing the ending of the URL of the Google Cloud Console. Okay, we can removing this, and now we can back into the projects and go to the API and services and choose the enable API and services here. Okay, so you can see here we doesn't have any API, so we need just click credentials. Okay, and in here we can creating credential and choose API key. After you choose API key, okay, for example, we can creating name of the API, maps API, and you can select four of this API library that we just enable. Okay, just find JavaScript, geocoding API, maps JavaScript API, places API, and the last is direction API. Okay, here. Then we can click OK, and after that you can restrict your API by IP address, website, or another, but in this tutorial just click none and you can click create. Okay, if you restrict the application, it can use special to one website, second website, or like that. Okay, just click copy here, and this is our API key. We can go to here, we can remove the old one, and we can paste the current one and click save. So if we reload our pages, you can see the maps works perfectly. If you don't want to enable find nearby service providers or use location like this, you can go to the settings. You can disable the geolocation model here and just click save settings, and you can see Now it will disable the pop-up, and you can also using another style of the maps. If you have the custom maps error, you can remove this and change to another with valid. If you want to choose another style, you can click save. And if you preview again, it will be using the different maps. And to add the location, you can go to minute store. Okay, to minute store, for example, let's create one for this tutorial. Just click this and we can click new store. We can type where data like this, where data, and we can using our URL, and this is the description. Okay, test. You can also input the phone, any of the name, and you can click add store. Okay, if you required, we can just select, for example, New York like this, and you can select country, for example, United States, and you can click add store. Now store is successfully added. If you reload this, okay, you can see in the latest or last of the list. Okay, here where data. Okay, this is our website, and you can see the directions. Okay, if you want to add the logo, you can go to menu store and choose your store. For example, we need to select the where data. Just type where data here. Okay, here where data, you can click edit here, and you can upload the new logo by clicking other details. For example, you can click new logo, and for example, logo name, where data, for example, you can choose any image you want. For example, I choose this. We can click use image, we can upload, and you can update your store. Okay, update here, and your business or your store will have the logo. You can see, and voila. And that's a tutorial how to add custom apps using WordPress store locator by AgiLogix. If any questions, you can fill in the forms comment below, and thanks for watching.